Hi! So today's video is very special because we have a guest, as you all can see. This is Shauna. Introduce yourself.
I'm Shauna, everything Shauna in almost everywhere, Instagram and YouTube.
Yes,
Yeah,
follow
that's
her
the word.
content. Very good. Top tier content.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we have a very fun video to make, and it is guessing the book by 1-star reviews. And she has done all the work. I'll be just sitting here and try to guess. I'm gonna prove myself dumb today.
First one. This is a long one, ठीक है sir?
Okay.
So, why didn't I like this book? Because the whole thing is a cynical exercise in marketing a product that has elements the publisher recognized as hot and trending. Strong teen girl, dystopian setting, children in battle for their lives. Sound familiar? No humor, ungraceful writing, and cold business calculation.
Shut up! No!
Can you guess the book?
This is the Hunger Games! This review is so bad, bro. It's such a good book. Please read The Hunger Games. I cannot insist enough.
She disagrees.
It's such a good.
Okay, one point. She has it right. Okay,
Yes.
next. I was surprised to find out that her 7 freckles were only mentioned 23 times. I swear it was on every other page. The only description were constantly given as if we had forgotten.
The Invisible Life of Eddie Liv. I love my books from the core of my heart.
So good.
I knew it. Why I read it 3-4 years ago. Yes.
I forget the plot of a book 5 seconds after I've read it.
I don't think that would be the same case for the book. Like you genuinely give 5 stars to.
That
which
is
like
true.
On the
Huh.
top it is. So, Invisible Life of Eddie Leroux is the book. Well, if people ask me that if you can read one book throughout your life, it would be Invisible Life of Eddie
I do have to check it out soon.
Yes.
Okay, long one again.
Okay.
How did this book receive an average rating of 4 stars? It baffles me. I kept waiting for the twist, but it never materialized, even though everything seemed so obvious. The book is definitely among the most predictable pieces of writing I have ever encountered. It hurts that the writing was so immature and Wattpad-esque that I am at a loss for words. Based on the mother's description about her son in each chapter and after reading her POVs, I'm certain the mother had a crush on her own son.
If you wouldn't have said the next part, it would be really difficult to guess. But I know it's the perfect son.
I kind of wanted to like leave that out, but I think it would have been very difficult to
Yeah,
guess.
it would have been very difficult because that could have been any
Yeah.
thriller from that point of view. Yeah.
But what kind of book is this?
The Perfect Son. See, The Perfect Son. I won't say it's so jarringly unpredictable, but then the thing is that here the mother knows that something is wrong with her son, and usually we associate mothers like they would protect. Of course, she's also trying to do that, but then she's always suspicious of her son as well. So I felt like that kind of narrative, bringing that kind of narrative into the book was really interesting to read. So, yeah.
But she apparently has a crush on her son. I read other like
You have
similar.
read Frida McFadden books?
Nope.
But it's not like the top tier thrillers, but like she would hold you from the first page to the last page, and you will be like invested in the story. After reading it, you'll be like, "Ah, it is good," but then yes, you cannot stop reading it.
Is the housemaid her best? Like
I have not read The Housemaid. As of now, my ranking is The Perfect Son, Locked Door. The worst one is Do Not Disturb. In middle, there is I read something Never Lie in between. Yeah, Never Lie. Never Lie is like.
I have never read a single Frida McFadden book,
I
but
have read thrillers. Which is your favorite thriller?
I read very few thrillers. Like I have read 3, I think, thrillers in my life. Two Agatha Christie's and The Silent
Do you
Patient.
like
I
Agatha
think.
Christie? I have not read Agatha
Yeah,
Christie.
I do like Agatha Christie. Like I have read 2 of her works and they were pretty like
Good.
and very like
But the writing
was
wise or
unpredictable.
storyline wise?
storyline wise
Storyline.
because it felt unpredictable to me. I have seen people say that it's very predictable. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not an expert
But
at
like she have written
predicting.
like 50,000 books.
Yeah. You'll find
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
one that you'll like.
Yeah.
This is first starts with a quote.
Okay.
A novel that sparks joy on every page claims the dust jacket. I claim bullshit. There are no
You
redeeming.
found some gems. You found some gems.
There are no redeeming qualities about this book except maybe that there was a dog in it. Now this one is a little vague.
Dog. Okay. That
Might be difficult.
It can be A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but
No.
no. Okay. What? Where
Finally
else?
got her in a pickle.
Yes. Oh my God. Which other book had a dog? And I don't remember of that book. Oh, not so bad.
Should remember this book. I have heard it from you so many times. Read it.
Bro.
No.
Oh my God. What are my favorite books? It can't be. I don't know this. I think I don't know
Oh,
this.
This is like one of your favorite books of all time.
Dog. Oh, okay. This is Lessons in Chemistry. Oh my God. Yes. But how can someone not like Lessons in Chemistry? Oh my God. Every
This was
time.
like a big review that said that it was all like the
Hmm.
chemical things were bullshit, and she was not like how a proper
The
she
chemistry
herself
part.
is a chemist, so
Okay,
she did
then-
not like it.
See, I didn't like chemistry at all. I barely passed in it, so I don't give a fuck about chemistry things. But I like the book.
Okay. So next one, should we go for a long one now?
This is fun. This is actually fun, bro.
Yeah.
Next time I have to prepare this. And I'll ask you.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm scared I won't get any of them because, as I said, I don't remember plots unless it's very, very good. Okay. To summarize, this is another book ruined by an unnecessary romance that starts out good only to promptly shit the bed as one by one its component parts crumble like a Roman ruin. Speaking of it, it makes zero sense in the context of this world for this villainous empire to be Roman coded, and I use that term loosely because this is Rome only as much as it says it's Rome, not because it is any way meaningfully reminiscent of the actual Roman Empire. I think I'll have to read a different part. Okay, I'll read this part. I think it will be more clear for you. Starts out so good, but goes downhill when a guy whacks a couple of cyclopentolate drops into his eyes and is suddenly unrecognizable even to those who know him.
Rome?
Then he says, he or she, I don't know, I am no 90s investment banker, but I have in the past partaken of certain tropane alkaloids, and not once has anyone ever
First
looked
of
at
all,
me.
I feel ashamed of my English degree after listening to this.
I'm reading this right now, and I don't think any of this makes any sense. And not once has anyone ever looked at me with, like, he's basically saying that someone put something in his eyes and become completely unrecognizable, and that like should not happen in real life. That is her point or his point.
First of all, I don't recollect any books in Rome.
I think this is a like fantasy book. It is a very popular fantasy book. I have seen, like, it's niche but popular.
Niche but popular fantasy to bhai I have not read.
I think it is a fantasy.
Wait. It can't be Amber in the Ashes. Or is it Amber in the Ashes? No, it
You
can't
tell
be
me.
because it's a like Amber in the Ashes is completely fictional. और fantasy क्या पढ़ा है मैंने life में? I genuinely don't know this.
Okay, I think I'll give it to you. It is Ember in the Ashes. It is
Hey!
not a fantasy book.
Yeah, it is a fantasy book, but Rome?
Yeah, she says Roman coded loosely because this is Rome only as much as it says it's Rome. She finds out now that it was based in Rome.
Bro, I'm so dumb. I shouldn't do this on live camera. Okay. New things. What a world to live in. You learn new things every day.
So this was like the first you didn't get right.
Yeah. इसके पहले I almost got like lessons in chemistry was bit
Yeah,
tough,
you
but
got
then I
it,
got
huh?
it. Yeah.
Okay, next.
Amber in the Ashes, the betrayal.
Okay, it's like I'm missing something, but I must be right because to me this seems like nothing more than the usual melodramatic issue book, desperately trying to manipulate my emotions with the subtlety of a million flying bricks. There's suicide, sexual abuse, and domestic abuse crammed into the first few chapters. Is that not enough angst for you? Well, wait a few more chapters and we get drugs, incest, fights, and first sexual experiences told through the eyes of a guy who sounds about 8 but is actually a teenager.
Bro, I first thought it's bunny, but I don't think it's bunny because like it's from a female's point of view. A guy narrative. I hardly read that. A teenager. Angst. Incest.
There's literally every melodramatic issue she says in this book.
Oh, this is a perks of being a wallflower. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But like, yeah, it's dealt so beautifully with like. There's so much of trauma, but it's not trauma porn. Yeah, read it.
That is important. There will be trauma, but no porn. The last statement that he or she gives is,
Yeah.
I felt nothing except maybe manipulated. Yeah, I definitely felt manipulated.
But like, it was written years ago. The narrative of like mental health have shifted a lot. But like, if you take the consideration of the timeline, I think it was 1990s when this book was written. Yeah, and I think that from that you have to like of course you have to place a book in its timeline to truly understand its essence. I think from that point of view, and specifically for like Americans, it might feel like the way it reads, but like from Indian point of view, where mental health and trauma and dealing with trauma, healing from trauma is such a taboo, like even now, I think it made sense to me. I think this is also one of the reasons why many Indians, like female Indians, could read It Ends With Us
Yeah.
and like feel like that it's a relatable story, while a lot of people in the West did not.
Okay, that's okay. Next. I don't like the saccharine or the sickly sweet. I don't like having to read about an unprecedentedly lonely man. I think I read that wrong. Unprecedentedly lonely man with a shitty life in a toxic workplace whose own cat, boss, co-workers, neighbors and goddamn bus driver don't like him. In a city where it rains every day and he never remembers his umbrella.
I think this is Sweet Being Kissed.
No.
No? No? Again? Oh, acha, this is the Cerulean Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never remembers his umbrella.
This is also one of my favorite books, so
Yes.
fuck you for writing this.
Yeah, I read it because she liked it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's
If
such
you're going
a
through a tough time, do
Yeah.
read it. It will make your life
it's like a warm hug.
yeah. It will give you hope that your life could be better as well.
But then also, I would give a valid criticism. I felt like his name was Arthur. No.
Yeah,
Arthur, right? So his personality shift was
Are you talking about
very no
Linus or
Linus
Arthur?
Linus Baker, right?
Uh-huh.
Linus Baker's personality shift was very drastic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think in real life people with such like pessimistic point of view just suddenly change because they have some wholesome experience.
But I give it like the freedom to be so because it's fantasy book and it is cute. And I read this with no thoughts, head empty. I just read it and it was very sweet.
Who was your favorite character from there?
The devil kid, but his
Lucy,
name
same,
loved
same,
him so
same.
much.
Did you predict that Arthur is it will be a spoiler, so you can skip like 20-30 seconds.
Yeah.
Did you predict that Arthur is gonna be a phoenix?
I think so.
Yeah. You know,
It was
as
kind
soon
of,
as the thing was discovered,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
underground
yeah.
chamber, we knew that
Yeah.
he's something not
There's
like
something,
specifically his species, but like yeah.
It was like the author was hinting at it
Hmm.
very overtly. Okay, next up. This is also a very big one, so I'll have to see. All blank, I won't say the name, did for literally 3/4 of the book was whine about her life and how she hates people but can't tell them, and lies. Holy shit. Did she tell the fucking truth at all in this story? I'm swearing a lot. You can bleep them. It's not for YouTube friendly. I couldn't tell because the author was so adamant about making her lie about everything that I honestly couldn't tell. I was so done with her self created and self attended pity parties that by the time she actually did something, it didn't feel satisfying. Quick side note, I hated pretty much everyone in this book. They were all self entitled, judgmental, and uninteresting.
Okay, initially I felt it was Yellowface, but this is clearly Bunny. This is clearly Bunny.
She has written so much. Then she says,
You have to so passionately.
yeah. I think like 5-star reviews are like good book,
Yeah.
liked it. 1-star reviews are like, oh my god, this ruined my entire life. I will not read another book by this author ever again, and blah blah blah. Then she wrote, yeah, sounds interesting, whatever. You wanna know what their dark fantasies are? Men. The ideal fantasy created men. I'm not kidding. They literally sacrifice bunnies. This is like spoiler, I'm sorry. So that they can create their own men. Oh, but they're not called men. Instead, they're called drafts, darlings, or hybrid. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so yes, like bunny is very subjective in the sense that I think even if I would have read it in like different period or like different mood, I might not have liked it. But then once you like it, you like it. You know, like it's.
I've heard
that
that
kind of
you either love the book or you absolutely hate it.
Yeah, I mean the writing is very different. The storyline is absolute. The number of times I just dropped my book on the floor because like I was like, what the hell just happened? So yeah, it's yeah, I completely agree that someone can passionately hate that book. This is the one time I agree with like a 1-star review of a book I really liked. You did so much of research, babe.
Really? Okay. Okay, this one is so funny.
Okay.
A fun fact about me is that I'm the worst. I am anti smile, anti joy, anti positivity. The end part of the nightly news, where they try to tell a nice story, rarely gets more than wow, late stage capitalism is depressing from me. I never watch animal videos on the internet, and in fact hate movies about animals whether they talk or not. I cannot, this is just her description. I cannot watch children's content because it's too sweet. And stories like this one don't really work for me. I go back and forth on Frederick Bachman's work for the same reason. Kindness, happiness, stories where the result is that everyone's great and life is great and we should all be nice to each other. They are not
How
for me.
can I think that I already know what what book she's talking about?
What do you think?
I think this is Red, White, and Royal Blue. No? No? Okay. Red, White, and Royal Blue is like very optimistic, like your hair in the wind kind of a
Perfect
book.
read for Pride Month.
Absolutely. Banger. The chemistry. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then they are not for me. I like stories with endings like that, but only sometimes. I'm too much of a pessimist to be predisposed to believe it. I need to be convinced. This did not really convince me. Bottom line, if you're not a gremlin, read this. Fellow Grinches, stay away. I don't think there is a single description of the book. It's just
Happy. Okay. The only thing is that
It's
it's, a
very happy.
book.
all- Yeah,
Very happy book that
similar to Frederick Bachman's
I-
works. Have you read Frederick
I
Bachman?
have only read The Man Called Ove or Uva or whatever the
Did you
people
like
call
it?
it. I did not. You liked it, right? Yeah.
I don't think it's his best work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anxious People,
Yeah, Anxious People. I want to read it, but
best work.
then again, I also feel like, matlab, if I would have read in different contexts,
Yeah,
I
that
would
is
have
the
liked
thing.
it. But it's very up coded.
Yeah, I made a reel about this that if you like Up, you
Yeah.
like A Man Called Ove.
Wait, let me think. What is the very cherry on top kind of a book that I really enjoyed? Happy book. Happy book. What are my favorite books? Bhai, my all books seem very sad apart from like Red, White, and Royal Blue. It can't be Our Chemical
I'll
Hearts.
give you a hint.
Yeah, give me a
It's
hint.
a Japanese book.
Japanese
or Asian book.
book that I liked. That is optimistic.
Very optimistic, apparently.
All the Japanese book I read is like very, oh my god, my life sucks kind of a book. This cannot be sweet bean paste. Is it sweet bean paste? It's not that optimistic, guys. It's not that
I think
optimistic.
she's like the biggest pessimist there is, which is like the little bit of happiness there is. She's like, no, nahi chahiye.
It's happy ending, but like it's not a happy book.
She said it's too sweet. Oh, no.
90% of the time they are moping about their own lives. How can it be sweet, bro? She is such a
I think she hated the ending more. She said that
Yeah.
everyone's great and life is great and we should be all nice to each other. That is
See, if I would have liked Midnight Library. I would have said it's Midnight Library because it's very oversimplification of depression
I've heard.
and some. You have read Midnight
I haven't.
Library? See
Because I
yourself.
think Matt Haig is a non-fiction writer.
yeah.
And, like, I know non-fiction writers don't write good fiction books. Midnight Library is fiction, right? Like,
Midnight Library is like after your death, you go to this library, and every book you pick out is an alternate life that you could have had. And
this is pretty interesting, but
it's interesting. But then what happens is like they go to every life, and she realizes, oh, sadness would have come to me no matter what, and then suddenly she's happy. So makes no sense. But like
I stick to what I said. Non-fiction writers cannot write good fiction books.
I think Susan Collins, before she wrote Hunger Games, she used to write for television. But then she wrote
Not a self-help
banger-
book.
Yeah, not a self-help book.
I think that is what I meant.
Is
Not
there
non-fiction, self-help
Any
books.
self-help book that you have liked?
I have never read a self-help book.
Like
Never.
no,
Nope.
not even like Atomic Habit or
I hate those books since like I was like 5 years old.
yeah.
I cannot, like, I do not need specifically a man to tell me how to live my life, how I should feel about my feelings. I don't need that in my life. I would rather suffer from my own decisions, bad decisions, than read a self-help book.
Yeah.
That is it.
I have read a few here and there, and they were pretty mid. Like I think that Atomic Habit is good. Like if you really want to fix your life
I
and want to
heard
have
so.
know the hacks and all, it's very podcast esque, but like doable. मतलब हाँ ठीक है मतलब not that bad. But I really have started liking non-fiction, like, apart from self-help.
No, I
kachra.
like non-fiction only when it is memoir. I love memoirs. I have read Knife by Salman Rushdie. 5 stars. Go read it right now.
I'll get that soon. Yeah.
And I also read, I can't remember, but there was another
Have you
memoir.
read Educated?
No.
No, right? I want to read that. That is a very
Yeah,
that,
I've
that
heard.
I'm glad my mother died. I don't. You have read
I
that?
can't read that because I have seen interviews of that woman. Like, I
Okay.
can't remember.
Yeah.
It's so horrifying to hear her stories. I don't think I can read it and then like
Yeah.
not
I
feel
get it, I
devastated
get
by it.
I get it. And like specifically when you know that these are real life
Yeah,
people who have
exactly.
gone through this. Have you read On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous?
I have been meaning to read that for the longest time. I always put it in my cart or like go to a bookstore and pick it up, then put it back down when I see the price. Because it's like 400 rupees and it's
Yeah, it's
thick.
a tiny book.
yeah. And sometimes I do check the price first before reading,
Yeah.
however like much the book is praised. So I have never picked it up.
I didn't like that book. I didn't like a lot of good books. Like the people, quote unquote, the people say that they are good books.
I like.
Okay, so first of all, navigating through the author's narrative. Okay, it's like I really like when the writing is very lush, when they describe their surroundings, when they describe themselves, the people. Like if you leave it open to my imagination, I don't think I'm good at that. You tell me specifically this person looks like this, this place looks like this. So it's a very like, of course, it's written like letters. So of course they would not go to the lengths of explaining it, but like it didn't work out for me. And then I didn't really understand, like whenever, even if, see what happens is I really give it to the authors who write the sad part of the story in a specific way and the other parts in specific way. It makes me feel things much deeper, but like it was in the same tone. Like even if the author is feeling he's so much in pain, or even if he's describing something happy, it was the same tone. And I'm a person who is very expressive, and I'm very different when I'm sad or when I'm happy. I didn't felt that wave or that shift, but like, a lot of people like it.
Yeah.
And I have often considered like should I reread it, but I don't think that.
I have heard like a lot. I saw a comment section of someone's post recently. A lot of people were like, I DNF'd this book
Yes.
because they couldn't did not enjoy it. So yeah.
I am a person who reads, like my reading taste is very here and there. Okay, I don't have a like niche where I stick to. So the only thing that grabs my attention is either like even if it's like nothing happens, it's just a nothing happens, no plot, just vibes kind of a book. But then your writing needs to be like that good. And if it is not, then your storyline needs to be that gripping. That is why I like Frida McFadden often. Matlab, when I'm feeling like, okay, I'm gonna slip into a reading slump, I pick up a Frida McFadden. So that's my bar, if that makes sense.
Totally get that. People have different tastes. For me, like, I don't know. I like pretentious writing. I'm sorry, I do. I like when people like it will be so hard for you to understand that you'll have to pick out a dictionary and then
Girl, read Bunny. Read Bunny. It's weird as shit, but like it's the writing is like it will feel like your degree is worth something because you
that
read
is
that book and
actually
you liked it.
my kind of book. A
Yeah.
lot of people have told me read the Secret History by
Oh
Donna
my god,
Tartt.
yes, we will
Yeah.
also reread that. That is also a chunky book.
Yeah. Okay, we'll read
Yeah.
that together.
So we are reading the Priory of the Orange Tree and she's gonna vlog it. So like I don't know if this will be out first or that will be out first, but like check it out.
Yes.
I think we conclude the video
Yes.
here. It was a good talk. It was a good conversation. It's a long video. But it was so fun. I hope you guys liked it. Do subscribe to mine, do subscribe to hers, and watch us yap. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.